What it do? What it do? What it do? It is your boy Andrew Schultz, aka Mr. Goody Two Shoes, and I'm here with Joseph Huggins, aka Old Man Huggy, episode 46. He's not even that liquid. Welcome, you fucking motherfuckers.
What's up, Sergeant Sleepy? How are you today, bro? I'm calling you out. I'm calling you out. But I had to.
Yeah. We started a little bit like 20 minutes late because I I fell asleep.
with your headphones in, and you slept
My
through your
AirPods,
alarm.
my AirPods, yeah, and the alarm, and I was having dreams about the alarm.
Oh, that's the worst.
And then I like woke up and I'm like, whoa, and I look at like the time and it's like 5 minutes before we're supposed to start, and I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, I texted you. I was like, "You alive, bro? You good?" Because I talked to you before, but no.
Yeah,
But
that
what's
was
up?
bad.
No, you're good, man. But what's up, man? I'm doing good. Hope you're doing good. Hope life's treating you. Get your sleep in. You're sleeping early, so it must be going pretty good, man. It's a good day.
I don't know.
Naps are the best.
My circadian rhythm or whatever they call it is like completely off. Like I'm up like to like 5 a.m. and then like going to sleep like at 5 a.m. and then like it's just messed up. I need to like get back on like normal people's time.
Yeah, but you've also been working on all that stuff and doing your
Yeah,
thing. So I mean, you're kind of
I'm grinding.
you're grinding, but you're like that's a lot of like sit down in front of something and study time, and that can really fuck with someone's sleep for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. And then like it's like I don't have to be up like at like normal times like
yeah. That's what
7
I'm
a.m.
saying. It's like self
Yeah,
pace.
yeah. But it's like I want to grind, but it's like it's not. Uh, you know, it's I have to schedule it, and so it's just like now I'm just like all like I don't know.
Well, either way, yes, 46. Welcome everybody. It's good to have y'all back. And yeah, I mean, we got some good therapy questions, some topics you're going to see. I mean, not really too much of the format change, but we might add some stuff. Supposed to have a guest, fell through this week, but so we hopefully maybe next week. But we're going to be having some guests on pretty shortly. You're going to see some people coming on. Some people we've probably mentioned before too.
Yeah, most definitely.
Do you want to get into it? Do you want to get into these
Let's
therapy
do it.
questions, sir?
Yeah.
Or
So,
I mean,
yeah.
or do you before you do that, do you want to just rant real quick? I got you like sleepy mode. Do you want to talk your shit? I mean, it's the title of the episode is a you quote. I kind of want to just let you do that before we even get it. Before you come out of therapy better, I want you to talk shit about Elon Musk and this deal falling through.
All right, y'all. So,
Yes.
so I don't know. What was it like 5 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago, 6 episodes ago, something like that? Elon Musk said he was gonna buy Twitter, and I said he's not even that liquid. He cannot afford it. Like he has to like figure out where he's gonna get the cash, even though he's the richest man in the world. I'll give him credit for that. And Joseph made fun of me the very next episode because it looked like he was going to buy it. And he was like, you said he's not even that liquid. And look
No,
at him buy it.
I
You
didn't
said
make fun
that.
of
You
you. I
said
didn't.
that. You
I don't
said
remember
that.
making fun of you for it. I think he's a schmuck, so I probably didn't think he was. But I mean, because he started pooling money from lots of different rich people trying to like collect the money to buy it. But you made a good point. You're like, he doesn't have that much money to like purchase something like that, like
Right.
on hand. And I don't disagree. I mean, I don't think
Nobody does.
Yeah.
But that wasn't but that's not even what happened here. Is the fact is that Twitter lost probably 50% of their value in the time that he said he was going to purchase it, and today. And so he weaseled his way the fuck out of the deal because it wasn't worth $44 billion anymore. It was
Yeah.
worth like $20 billion. And he's in a world of hurt. Like So like the contract, it had a $1 billion out. Like if like they didn't work it out or whatever.
Yeah.
However, that's not what's going to happen here. It's like it's going to be the difference between $44 billion and whatever it's worth. So he's going to have to pay like something like 15, $20 billion, billion with a B, $20 billion to just not have to do this. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I didn't think he was serious about buying it in the first place, and he's been hung up on like, well, they can't verify their users and how many bot accounts they have and all sorts of weird shit. And I'm like, dude, if you're gonna buy it, you're gonna buy it. If you're not, you're not. But I think I constantly think he's full of shit. I
Yeah,
mean,
and turns out he had two secret like kids. He had three kids in November, born within 2 weeks of each other. Not kidding.
yeah, he's on some Herschel Walker shit, man.
He really is.
He is.
And
He's on some Herschel Walker shit right now. It's
he,
wild.
I found out today he had a kid, like on in vitro or whatever they call it, like where,
Yeah, in
you know,
vitro. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, with Amber Heard, who's the one who was on trial with Johnny Depp.
Wait, did he really do that? I haven't
I'm
heard
not
that.
kidding. I'm not.
What? No. Oh my gosh, that's
He has
insane.
he has like 9 or 10 kids. It's insanity,
I
dude.
didn't know. Yeah, that's
But
wild.
he planned a kid with Amber Heard, who literally took a shit in Johnny Depp's bed, and then got like mandated to pay Johnny Depp
Well,
ten million
do you think
dollars.
that do you think that she's gonna end up? Dude, that's wild. I can't believe Elon Musk would. But I mean, see, and that's what's trippy to me is like the whole like, okay, I'm gonna be banging. And we just saw Vince McMahon. Sorry, not to ramble, but Vince McMahon, the guy who runs the WWE, he just got popped and is in have all these investigations, paying out like 12 or $15 million to all these people having affairs and all this alleged misconduct and like, babies and all this stuff out of wedlock. These guys are wild, man. Dude, he got a baby in vitro with Amber Heard. No way, bro.
And then
What?
he had secret
Secret
twins.
twins are like an executive. That's someone like
Yeah, like
in like
at his job,
is that
like a subordinate.
yeah, isn't that weird? Like, if that was like in a meeting, do they like make an announcement, or they're just like, "Oh, you're pregnant. Like, whose is it?" And he's just like looming at the other end of the table, like, "Don't you say anything." Like, right? I don't know.
You
Like,
shut your
right? Like,
mouth.
that's so weird. That's so weird. And it's now
It's
like it's
so
all,
fucking weird, dude.
and I don't understand it. And now the fact that it's like coming out and it all these people are going to start saying bad stuff about me when he tweeted that out. I mean, I follow him on Twitter, but I think he says some stupid shit. And he's obviously like full
yeah,
of it
yeah,
just
yeah.
as much as anyone else. And yeah, I mean, he should. If they have that in the contract, I'm sure he's going to try to get out of it, and then Twitter will take him to court.
Oh, they already sued him.
Yeah, I know they sued
Um,
him, but I'm just saying, like,
but I mean, he knows how to pull out of Twitter. He doesn't know how to pull out of these women, apparently.
yeah, but I mean, I'm sure that's wild, man. That's wild. How are you going to be having like, and
Nine kids,
how do
nine
you
kids.
I mean how do you explain that? Like, you'd be at a work event, and like, let's say Amber Heard's your date, and you're talking about how y'all are having a kid in vitro to your pregnant executive that's having your twins, and then it's like they don't
Would
know.
you would you
Dude,
would,
that's like beyond Mari, dude. That's wild.
would you hook up with Amber Heard?
No, that's scary, man. I don't know if I would come back alive. Nah, bro. Nope.
I would. I would. I
I
would
know
for
you
sure.
would. You're crazy. You're absolutely insane. So I know you would. You watched that whole trial and you were like, I could buy new bed sheets every week. I know you were sitting there thinking like,
Yeah,
fuck the bed. You don't care.
I need like what is it like? What's the thread count that I need?
Yeah, what's the thread count I need to ensure? Yo, you get low thread count so you could just like constantly buy new sheets because they just be stained, bro. Like, nah, dude, you're nasty ass. Of course you're into her.
This is I would
Not
change.
shocking.
Who said I would change the sheets?
Oh, just you'd have to at some point. But yeah, that's so ridiculous. Yeah, but I mean, now he's backing out Twitter, and then I assume. Now, I'm not trying to be like a dick, but I think he's gonna end up paying Amber Heard's or a chunk of her settlement. He paid portions
No,
of her
well,
donations or whatever.
Well, I
right?
heard Johnny Depp said that, like,
He's like,
he
don't
taught
care about the money.
yeah, he's like, what, how he like talks like he's like British or something, like, even though he's like from like New Jersey or something,
Yeah,
or like Indiana. Like, I don't even think he's from like the East Coast.
yeah.
But he's like, I don't need the $10 million.
It's true, but I mean, yeah, that shit's wild. So yeah, now Elon tweeted something today about how Trump needs to pack up his hat and sail off, like literally just 2 seconds ago. He's always posting this weird, stupid stuff. I hate guys that do. I mean, in the sense that it's like he's trying to manipulate markets. He tries to sway people's opinion. He knows he has this big like fanboy thing that of people that follow him, and it's super weird. And he's not like good at it. He's super socially awkward, and I don't think he's as deep as he thinks he is.
I know.
Personally,
I've heard so many people, like like Barack Obama's boys like went into like his office one time.
yeah,
Like there it was it's Tommy Vitor and Ben Rhodes who like have the podcast Pod Save the World, but they were like the deputy national security advisor and then the spokesperson for the national security um, advisor, I guess. Um, and they went in there and he had his back turned and then just was like on his computer and didn't turn around for like 15 minutes. They said it was the weirdest fucking shit they've ever like seen in their lives. And he is so socially awkward. Like,
I mean, which
like
is fine, but he's like a dick. Like it's not.
yeah,
He's not
but,
like I said. He's not as funny as he thinks he is.
yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly. Um, he's I always say this. It's like he's obviously smart, like, but it just bothers me, dude. Like, it's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like sometimes,
Like there was a
shut the fuck up.
there's a few kids that like I could say their names and you wouldn't. I mean that you would know who they are, but they were like super smart when we went to school. But when they were in class, they were like the most disruptive. They were like a dick to the teacher all the time, and it was like by choice. So nobody would ever say like, oh, he's not smart or oh, he's not good in class, but he would get in trouble because he was just a fucking dick sometimes and would say things that were so inappropriate and socially awkward. And it's just like, dude, like knock it the fuck off. Sometimes just stop.
And then you're gonna like have like
And
6 baby mamas. Like, it's like, get out of here,
that's
dude.
so wild. That's so wild. But all these guys, because Herschel Walker's got like 3 secret kids. And not to, I feel like I'm always harping on him. He's just so dumb. And what did he say? He said today, or maybe like yesterday, that at some event that we need to not worry about cleaning up our air because it's just going to go to China. And then we're China. And I'm serious. I'm like, our good clean air is going to go to China, and then we're going to get China's bad air, and we're going to end up cleaning it again. I'm not even kidding you. He said that. He said that. And I was just like, bro. And this guy's got like a lot of kids. Like who's just like, yep, that's the one. I don't know.
I will say this, like, and I wasn't ever thinking this until like maybe a day or two ago. I really do think Trump is done. Like,
Ditto.
I think it's over for him, dude. Like, and if he was a rational person, which we all know that he's not, like, he would not run for president. Like, he would just be like, I'm done. Let me get the fuck out of here. Like, it's over. But we'll see what happens. But because I heard that he was like trying to, like, I heard like,
He was thinking about announcing it because then
I
it's
know.
like
I heard like a month ago he was trying to announce.
Well,
it,
it's
and,
trying to stay.
And now he's trying to do it again. And it's like, bro, like, stop, just stop.
Well,
like
Elon,
like you're not
says,
arrested.
Elon says don't. And Elon says he needs to go away.
Everybody thinks that. Like, I mean, I would hope.
Well, we'll get to that a little bit later. We'll get to that. We got therapy questions because you were ranting a little bit. But yeah, do you want to? I guess they're your questions, man.
All right, yo. As we do, we start with therapy questions.
You would date the bed shitter. That's amazing.
I didn't say date her. I said hook up with her.
Okay.
You know, what are the odds that she's gonna shit in my bed the first night?
Good Lord.
Therapy questions. Number 1, Joseph.
Good Lord. Yep.
Do we have the right to send molecules of life to another planet.
I mean, do we have the right?
Yeah.
We haven't been told we don't.
Yeah. So okay.
I mean,
So
like, yeah. I
can
mean,
let me
yeah,
preface it a little
yeah.
bit.
Expand a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. So I heard that. I heard this like somebody was talking. It was like some scientists, and they were talking about how we were going to like launch like a rocket to like how you call it like the habitable zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of like life, like molecules to create life on that planet. Uh, or like potentially create life on that planet. Um, and then somebody else was just like, is that kind of fucking like the universe up or not? And I was like, I was like, that is crazy. And they're like, we would have to know, like, for sure that there wasn't already life on that planet. Because, like, what if we just like introduced new life on the planet that had life, and then like changed that life? And so I was like, oh, this is a weird ass question.
Well, that's like, I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know about like have the right now. Could we? Yeah, it's like
Is
some
it ethical?
that's some like Prometheus shit where they like send off the like that guy lands and then drinks the goo and then breaks down and then he helps create human life in like the water at the beginning of the movie. Like that's some like engineer shit. So I mean, I don't see what's
But
wrong with it.
yeah, the argument would be like that would be one way where we could continue
Yeah.
life in the universe.
Yeah, I mean, I think that whenever it came to continuing like our species existence or like things that live on this planet somewhere else in the habitable zone or creating life somewhere else that we could potentially reach at some point, yeah, I think that'd be important. So that'd be like terraforming a planet, but doing it with like it's already has like potentially the nutrients because you would have to know you would have some sort of knowledge of the terrain and what could potentially be sustained there. You'd have to know like the temperature, you'd have to know a lot of different things so you'd know what you were sending and what would work and what wouldn't. You would have to kind of base it off of our knowing of climates here, right?
Yeah, and well, yeah, I mean, you would like that was the argument against it, or not against it, but like the person was like, well, like I think you should like 100% know if there was actually no life on this planet that life could exist.
Definitely. Yeah, you mean you'd want to do your research. Like, as far as we know, we don't think that there's any life that exists on Mars or any like anything that if we went there and tried to put something there, like it's adverse to what's already there. We'd have to change like a lot of things about the planet. But we've done enough research to where we know that if it was habitable and you sent a bunch of rabbits there, like there'd be a shit ton of rabbits there.
It would be rabbits. Like,
well, so no, I'm just saying. I'm just because I fuck a lot, so it'd be interesting if it was like a whole planet of rabbits or something weird like that.
Yeah, well, me and Amber Heard are about to fuck a lot.
No, gross, dude. Be safe, man.
You know what's about to happen tomorrow? Is so like there's the Hubble telescope, and then they launched the James Webb, I think is what it's called. Yeah, and so the first pictures from the new telescope that's like the Hubble on steroids are coming out tomorrow, and like I saw some like the NASA scientists, they're like tearing up because they've seen the pictures and they're like, this is crazy. And I knew it was going to be crazy. I just didn't know it was going to be that crazy this quick.
Oh yeah, I mean, because we still are discovering new things about space. That's why, like, if we have the opportunity to do something like that and it's viable, like, we should attempt to do it. Like, we should, explore
like,
space.
Fuck that planet. Even if they have left, fuck it.
Well, no, I mean, not just like fuck it. I think that like exploration of space is important and understand.
Like Amber Heard.
I think that'd be cool. Like, if you had the opportunity to go in space, would you?
I think so.
Guaranteed. Get to go there, come back. It's safe.
No. I wouldn't want to just go in space. But like if I was going somewhere.
Yeah, but that'd be trippy, man. Just to be outside see the Earth, all at once in its entirety at once.
Dude. I got like I got brunch and like mimosas to like deal with.
And you got like poopy sheets to clean too. That's a full-time job.
I
It's a
remember I said
full-time job.
I probably wouldn't clean them.
Allegedly. Good Lord, dude. I'm never gonna get over that. That's messed up. I don't think it's that bad. What is the okay? We got to do number. Yeah, let's do number 2. Ask me number 2.
Yeah, we're at number 2, dude. In my pants.
Oh.
Where are my sheets? Hey, y'all. Therapy question number 2. Amber Heard sponsors this one.
No.
Our Sorry.
All right, number 2. Number 2. Therapy question number 2. Are all languages equal? I mean, what does that mean? And yeah, I mean, I guess there'd be. How are they not?
No, because I don't know. I'm not gonna pick. I'm not gonna pick one. Like what language is better than the other? I'm just gonna say that obviously not.
No, I mean,
because it's like, it's human made. It like, and like I'll just throw it out here. Like the English language, I think it has like 15 times more words than the next like language, and that doesn't make it better. That's not what I'm saying, but I'm just saying like all languages are not the same.
Yeah, but we have
obviously.
Yeah, I mean English also has like stupid rules where like I before E except after C, and like
Right.
sometimes Y.
Yeah.
Like it's so difficult for people to learn. Like Spanish,
that's
Italian. Some of those are like pretty lit because they're all like really
that's what I'm
similar.
saying.
Yeah. No, but I mean they're all.
So they're not equal.
Yeah, but you can't say that. That's totally.
Yeah, I just did.
No, you can't.
I just fucking did.
No, I mean, I'd say that obviously there's some that are prettier than others. One of my favorite languages is Russian because it just sounds like super hard. No, it's ugly and it sounds super hardcore. And it doesn't sound angry. It sounds like gold in the dash, like I will crush.
It doesn't sound angry.
Even
they
like
say the word like a, and it fucking sounds angry. Russians, are you kidding?
yeah, we have like mother.
They're gonna
or
murder
mom.
somebody in every single sentence.
Mother in Russian is matroshka, which sounds like some sort of weapon.
Sounds like a
No, but they have like made up
soup.
letters, so they have like random weird letters and stuff. It's just cool,
Yeah,
like aesthetically.
I
Some
don't
of like
get that.
yeah, like
I don't, why? Like, why do they? Why are we not on the same page as far as like letters, at least?
Why is America and Russia not
But I
on
mean,
the same page with letters? I could go into.
Well, like,
there's a whole
Ukraine-
history class
but-
on that.
Ukraine doesn't have the same letter, but then Arabic doesn't have the same like letters.
Yeah, I
so,
think there's some that are aesthetically appealing. So like Arabic is really pretty, like whatever it's like written out. It's like so like English is like bleh.
and then
Cursive,
obviously Chinese. Like
yeah, some of them are so intricate. So I don't think that any are better than the other. Some might sound prettier, but they all serve the same purpose.
There's nothing in Russian that sounds pretty, dude, except for Anastasia.
Vodka.
You know what I'm saying?
Vodka, до свидания.
Rasputin.
Blah. Russians are in the, blah. Please follow me. Yeah, they're creepy,
Guess
man.
what? Guess what? Russia, go fuck yourself.
Hey man.
Okay,
No, that's
I'm
true.
serious. Come find me.
Have we ever had them? Did they ever listen to an episode? Have we ever had a Russian
Yeah.
listener?
The closest we got was
You think it's like the old like
is-
Vlad Body episode? Do you think that like where it was off putting, or we had that's way back in the day? But the Vlad Body, maybe that like we got flagged
was
or
called-
something.
Crazy Rich Russians.
Mm-hmm.
No, I know we're banned in China. That's for sure.
We are awesome.
Yeah, 100%. The closest
Awesome.
we got was I think we have people in the Czech Republic who listen, and then Sweden's pretty close, but now they're about to be a part of NATO. So shout out.
Yeah. Well, dang. Yeah, I guess maybe we are blacklisted. But yeah, I think some of them are just some languages are prettier, and I like that Spanish, Italian. Some of those are all really similar. So like
the Latin like
yeah, it just
based
sounds
languages.
prettier. Yeah.
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 Okay. Well, I don't think they're all equal. But I'm also not here to say which one's better or worse.
Because I mean, okay, but now accents are better. Now, if you want to
Oh,
get
yeah,
into
yeah.
accents and like people's accents, so like English is great, but the American accent is like the lamest of all of them. Like Australian accent is by far is like top 3 accents in the entire.
Why are you talking about? Why are you talking about my girl?
I'm just saying. Oh, get out of here.
I just
Amber Heard.
no,
Amber Heard's Australian.
no.
Oh, I know.
Told you. I thought I told you.
I know. I'm fucking. I'm fucking with you.
You trying
Hey,
to trying to give me cover?
Yeah. No, but like Australian accents are like up there for sure, as far as like English goes. Australian, then probably British. But I put Australian above that. It's more like nice. Even like New Zealand is like it's way better than English.
Okay, well, you can just throw Irish in there, please, for the love of fucking Christ.
No, because that can almost be hard to understand depending on who's speaking. It can get pretty
Well, I mean, the
jarbled.
native language is Gaelic, so
Yeah,
it's
Gaelic
it's
is
not, yeah, it's not even really English. Okay, yo, therapy question number 3, and this is I scrambled because Joseph had one in here, but then took it out.
Well, yeah, I mean,
let's just do number 3, and then we can do number 4 if you want to.
Yeah, no, we can. Okay.
Number 3, therapy question: does heaven exist, Joseph?
I mean, that's such a ridiculous question.
Why? Because the answer is no.
I mean, I think that everybody has their own mind. I mean, it's impossible to say. So everybody has their own idea of.
I'm out here trying to get canceled.
No, I'm saying that some people, everybody would have their own different idea of what heaven would be like, or what they believe the afterlife is, or if you don't think there is one. So I mean, for some people it does, for some people it doesn't. I mean, I can't tell you. I haven't met anybody who can tell me. So
yeah.
It's rolling. I mean, right?
It's on purpose.
Yeah.
What would heaven be like for you?
Ooh, I don't know, man. I'd ride my bike every day and
every day.
Yeah, I'd be able to ride because it'd be like the days would be infinite. Like you'd never be tired. I don't feel like you need to sleep, right? You'd just be like living your best life 24/7. Got infinite energy. Well, you could sleep, but that'd be like, what are you going to dream about when you're already in heaven?
My alarm.
Earth, then you're going to torment yourself with like, oh, I miss my life. That sounds maybe if you go to heaven, maybe if you go to heaven and you sleep and you dream about your life when you were alive, that sounds like torture.
Yeah, and it's infinity.
But if it's lit for infinity, like, come on, bro.
I guess heaven would be like taking ecstasy, like. And never coming down.
No, I was gonna say it'd be like you taking ecstasy all day and like just like
and just never having
just never
have to recover.
No, that sounds awful. That would be overwhelming. It'd be too much love. You just love everybody. Too much love, man. If you were on something like that constantly for infinity, that would be a nightmare.
Too Much Love is the name of me and Amber Heard's new reality show.
Oh my god! Like Too Much Grub.
Too much crimes.
No, but I mean, I'd like to think that there's something, but I'm not like gonna say that I know exactly what it would be. I don't know. It's very like aloof about it.
It's a silly idea. It's obviously like human made to like control people. It's like, no, I think like maybe multiple universes. I mean, that's what I think. I think that's what Joseph thinks. I won't put words in his mouth, but
so I think reincarnation would be lit. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Do you think there's ever a point, like, let's say the reincarnation exists?
Okay.
Do you think there's a point where you do remember your past life, like just naturally?
Well, that's what some people say, that like dreams can be a part of. Some people, there's always somebody who on like they'd be like, what, Sally Raphael, she'd be like, little boy talks about his second life, like his first life as an American, World War II fighter pilot, and they have some like 8-year-old kid being like, my name was Lieutenant Johnson, and it's like super weird. So I mean,
are you talking about Sally Jesse Raphael?
Yeah, Sally Jesse Raphael. Sorry, or Jenny Jones.
Put some respect on that name.
On those glasses.
So we've talked about Maury, Sally Jesse Raphael.
Yeah, man. Well, we talked about Jerry Springer, so I'm just like earlier. So I'm just like on this tip. That's what I'm saying.
No, but you and I
the forefathers, the forefathers.
We didn't talk about
the founding fathers. Because can you imagine if they just had
yo, like Jerry Springer is this dude's idol.
No, Jerry Springer though is
You said it, did he? Like
he's
we
like
had like a pregame talk like
no,
about
no,
this.
he's definitely Jerry Springer. I just think he's a genius. He's hilarious. He's hilarious. He was the mayor of Cincinnati, and then whenever he tried to run it,
Cincinnati.
yeah, no, I'm not even kidding you. And then he
I
was
thought it was
running for
Chicago,
election.
but
He was like running for re-election, I think, or maybe for governor or something. And he openly admitted without there being any evidence. He just like openly admitted to like paying for a hooker with a check one time, and then
oh
like,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
like and then
yeah.
just like completely got disqualified. But he's like uber
And
educated.
and then he went on Mari, and Mari was like, "You are not the father."
Yeah, well, and his show was like legit at first, and then it took like a hard turn when he realized that
I
like it
always
was
thought it was legit. My dad loved that show, dude. I would like just walk downstairs, and he would just like have Jerry Springer on. He's like, "Yo,
bro.
you gotta see this. You gotta see this."
Bro,
I'm
tell
like,
me how this is so back ass words because like I grew up watching Jerry Springer, but my mom I was not allowed to watch The Simpsons or Roseanne, or she said like you can't watch Roseanne because it's trashy. But then we would all sit down on Thursday nights and watch like Jerry Springer, and I was like, what is going on? This is so much trashier. Like if anything, like
Roseanne's kind of trash.
if,
Though,
yeah,
dude.
but at least with Roseanne, like
At least
that'd
John
be good.
Goodman's there.
Well, John Goodman, and like I feel like that'd be more context to some of these like fights I'm seeing. It's like the behind the scenes of Jerry Springer, so I'm missing like the whole build up to these fights. And yeah, we would watch Jerry Springer, and I was like, dude, this guy's a genius. And the more I looked into it, I was like, yeah, he's uber educated. Went to like Northwestern, has like a doctorate or something. He's super
That's
smart.
why, yeah. That's why I was saying Chicago. I didn't realize it was Cincinnati that he was the mayor of, because his show was in Chicago and Northwestern's in Chicago.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure it was Cincinnati.
Yeah, you might be
I
right.
want to say
You
it was
might be right.
Cincinnati.
I don't think he was the mayor of Chicago.
No. Yeah, but
yeah.
and then this was like way back in the day, and he like cut a check, and I guess was worried about people finding out. So he was just like, "I paid for a hooker with a check," and everyone was like, "Oh, okay, Jerry." And then he lost.
Since Cincinnati's probably as far from Chicago as like San Diego is from like L.A. Like
Yeah,
it's not
true.
like they're that far apart.
True. So, but yeah, he's not my idol. He's just a genius. Top 15. Top 15. I'd get lunch with him.
You changed he'd
be in the ultimate rotation.
You changed the format of the podcast to mirror fucking Jerry Springer.
No, I used an example of something that he did that I like, and that's something that I'm going to do. Fuck
okay.
you. Fuck you.
Okay. All right.
Just, take care of yourselves and each other.
Real.
Got him.
Yeah. Let's go with the first topic. You want to start it off?
Yeah. See, and I put that "fuck Elon" part above it.
Yeah, we did it.
This is from Bloomberg, your favorite. Hey, it's Bloomberg here. We're blooming here. The article is using artificial intelligence to predict the next COVID variants. We haven't really talked about this topic in a while, and it was super interesting to me when I was reading through it, although it does involve Moderna. But not that Moderna's like horrible, but I mean, it's like umbrella shit.
German shit.
When I was reading more of it, I was like, oh man, this is kind of some umbrella shit. But it seems really cool. And
What the fuck is umbrella shit?
That's like the evil corporation in the Resident Evil video game that creates a bunch of zombies. They're like a bio. They're basically like they, Modesta, Moderna, all of them. They that's like a model of them. Like that's like an evil version of them that like they created way back in the day. Like, oh, they make their own viruses and stuff. And some people actually believe that that's like what they fucking do. But what they're talking about is using artificial intelligence to basically, when I was reading through it, it's called Octavia, and it can read through, it can diagnose a variant of like, say, COVID in like 2 seconds. And then they can trace back and predict future mutations or go back and create new antibodies. It seems like a pretty cool, I mean, I'm pro stopping all this stuff, and like it's not necessarily going to be the only time we have something. It's not the only time in human history we've had some big virus or pandemic or something like that.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, why, like, variants are going to happen. Like, what's the advantage of like predicting it?
Well, I think when they were reading it, it's like as they can go through, it can help them create antibodies and discover it faster, as well as potentially come up with like a vaccine that's not that's like mutation proof. So the
So, yeah,
ultimate, and that's where I was like, what are you talking about? Because they're talking about like being able to kind of predict the future and using AI to come up with all the different variants that could potentially happen, and then charting out future things and antibodies to fight those and see if they can basically get ahead of it in mutation using
I,
AI.
I like my AI to just like stop my Netflix from like going on to the next episode when I fall asleep.
Yeah, I mean, it's you just have to be proactive about it. I think it's a good use of AI rather than like sticking it in my head. Um,
No. Think about this. These fucking robots, these artificial intelligence assholes, are going to know what the next variant of a fucking virus that kills people does. What if they turn on us, bro?
well, I mean, I think if they're gonna turn on us, it's gonna be those like
They're
robot
turning on
dogs
us.
from like Boston Labs that they always show
Nah,
jumping.
dude.
Those, yeah, dude, those robots that jump like
I'll
15
fuck that
feet
dog up.
and do flips. Those things,
Not this dog, but the
the
robot dog.
robot dog, those things trip
Look,
me the fuck out, dude.
yeah, I'll trip that dog with my
They're
foot. You
trip
know.
proof. There's videos. Go watch the videos of them like trying to kick them over, and they like do like back handsprings and get up and shit. It's
Dude,
scary as fuck.
I'm so ready for that battle.
And then
I
the military has some. They're like,
I'm gonna go viral. Speaking of, and you get your fucking AI out to see what variant I'm gonna go, and I'll fuck that robot up.
well, I mean, I don't think that this AI is going to be like sentient like that and be able to like walk around and do stuff. I think it's just like a big computer, and hopefully, if it does, it doesn't turn on us. But that's what I was saying when they started talking about vaccine.
Why are we so convinced that the AI is gonna turn on us?
Because
It's like how shitty humans are. They're like, oh, it's definitely gonna.
it's Will Smith. Will Smith has convinced me that aliens want to turn on us. That zombies.
He turned on Chris Rock.
I know, and no, that's what I'm saying. That's the ultimate heartbreak. Think about it. He's convinced me that aliens are going to turn on us in multiple ways, and it doesn't matter if it's the military or if he's a part of a special agency. He's going to have to fight them. He's also convinced me that if there's a big pandemic or we come up with something like this, and then it ends up being like I Am Legend, right? Then you go, and then there's I Am Robot, where he's fighting a bunch of robots that are like, oh, I'm human. He's like fought everything, and then the ultimate heartbreak, he's actually the one who turned on us first and slapped Chris Rock. So he warned us about all these other things, and in reality,
He's the robot.
yeah,
Dude.
he's the robot. Fucking bitch, dude. No, but I think it's a good use of it. I'm always like proactive. That's one of my biggest criticisms that I had of this like previous administration was that he got rid of the task force that was basically traversing the globe and tracking down like Ebola outbreaks and shit and being proactive, like a part of the White House that Obama started, which was basically like a disease and a pandemic and like, you know, virus outbreak team within the White House after the bird flu. And then Trump, that's one of the first things he did is he got rid of it. I think we have like
he's like, yo, a black president did this. Okay, let me throw it in the fucking trash.
Well, he was all about getting rid of everything, so he got rid of that. And I mean, not saying that helped lead to the issues with COVID, but I'm just saying like
I'm saying that
it's a bad look when you get rid of something like that, and I think this is a good use. And it's like, you know, I mean, the pharmaceutical companies
just think about Ebola. That could have been way fucking worse. And Barack sent in the Marines to Africa, and they handled it. And like, you know, we had like 3 cases here in the United States.
Yeah, you have to be proactive about that.
But like millions of fucking people could have died, and they didn't. And then they like wrote the plan of like what to do, and this like what worked, what didn't, and then Trump's like, "Fuck this, words."
Well, I mean, just as the population grows, or just, you know, as civilization and people go on, we have so many people on this planet. I swear we're digging up wild shit out of the ground all the time, and they're like, "Oh, we found some weird parasite." So I mean, I just think being proactive about anything when it comes to, you know, outbreaks, deadly diseases, and us like helping. Like we have, you know, if we're gonna if we can't make sure that everybody in this country has health care, let's at least like help use some of the military budget to help other people.
Fuck that shit, dude.
No, well, I mean, obvious. Well, I'm just saying, like, this is stuff that could help everybody all over the world, and obviously, it's
Yeah.
big pharma, so they can make a bunch of money. But
Yeah, and guess what? Guess what? Viruses don't understand borders, you know. So it's like,
and it's called Octavia, not to be confused with Activia, which is your favorite yogurt.
or the Octomom, which is Elon Musk.
Bro, Octomom, I totally forgot about Octomom. What a weird time in America.
But that's Elon Musk.
What was that, like? Octomom, Honey Boo Boo was big. There was like, I was like a whole. It was like the beginning of Teen Mom. Man, that was a wild time. People grew up. Like I remember being a kid and watching Friends and ER and shit. Imagine just like that's what you watched. It was like Octomom and Honey Boo Boo, or like Sister Wives.
I had a rap, and I was like, "Yo, my raps are sweet and they hit. They call me Honey Boo Boo." Something like that.
That's pretty bad. It's not that good.
No, it's better. The actual rap. I'm trying to. I can't think about it. All right, let's go on to article number 2. Our boy Beto beating Greg Abbott. Right?
Well, yeah, just talking shit. I mean, he's not beating him. It was like what? I think there's been a flip.
These are the two guys who are the gubernatorial candidates for Texas. So like the two guys are running against each other for the governor.
Yeah. Beto has been around. He ran before. I mean,
for Senate,
lost. But I mean, Greg Abbott's a dick, and I've complained about this because I still live in Texas. You know, and right now they're saying like conserve your energy, watch out because you know we're having rolling blackouts, which is really funny because in Texas they'll complain about like, oh, in California they got rolling blackouts. And I'm like, in Texas, we're having rolling blackouts. And it's because our power grid fucking sucks. What better? Like they said, 700 people died because of the freeze in the power grid and loss of power.
Yeah,
I don't. That was a big ass number.
Blood on his hands, bro.
But like, I mean, I can tell you that our power was out. I was trying to explain to someone that when I lived in Denver, I mean, we would get snowed in for weeks, and my power never went out once. And in Texas, it ices a little bit and shit freezes over because it's its own separate power grid. It's obviously ran for profit. Our former Secretary of Energy, Rick Perry, could tell you all about it. Fucking dumbass. Wearing fake glasses.
He couldn't tell you about it because he.
Well, no, he could. He'd be like, yeah, man, I made a shit ton of money, man.
No, he'd be like, what's the name of the department?
But it's not hooked up to the federal like the nationwide power grid, and it's not
right.
it's not held up to the same standards as that. So it's a shitty power grid, and it's
700 people died.
Let me see. That's insane. That's a big number.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah, we now know that Texas government's repeated failure to modernize our energy systems killed over 700 Texans in February's winter storm.
That was what, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
1 year ago?
Dude, that shit was wild, man. It was bad.
It was wild. I was worried about y'all.
Yeah, that shit was wild, man. I mean, like luckily my work had power, but I mean, my house had none for a couple of days.
Was that
I had hot water because no, that was a year after. So that was that was 2001.
No, 2001?
No, sorry, 2021. Sorry, 2001. Yeah, 2021. Yeah, it was 2001. No, it was 2021. And it was like right after there was Valentine's Day, and we closed early so because it started to come down. I mean, I had no power in the house for 3 days. Luckily, I had hot water, and I could charge my shit at work. So I was just working all day because I couldn't go anywhere but even work was snowed in. Like, so many people were out of power, man. So, I mean, 700 people, that's a lot. That's big. Yeah. But I mean, right now, I mean, you know, you look at, you know, the awful things that we've had happen in the state, some of the crazy laws, executive orders that Greg Abbott's tried to do. Looks like, you know, suppressing people's votes, not expanding voting rights, kind of like suppressing voting rights. Obviously, what they're trying to do what they did do with the new law about a woman's rights and, you know, the 6-week time period. So there's a lot of people that are mobilized who are tired of Greg Abbott. And I think that he hasn't done himself any favors in the sense that he's like definitely inspiring more people to vote, to go out and vote. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in November, because Texas is such a wild shit show. And Beto O'Rourke slamming him over the power grid, like it's shitty. And like now, like they're literally telling us, you know, make sure they're rationing out power because they don't have enough power. But it's like, we know it's because the power grid is shitty. Like we already know that. We're past the point of having that conversation because we've already seen the outcome of that, you know?
Yeah, I was actually a little bit surprised because I saw this poll and it was like Greg Abbott was up like 13% before the Uvalde shooting.
Yeah.
And now he's up only 6%.
Yeah, 6. Yeah, it's like flip-flopped. And people's views on stuff have changed.
Still 6%, dude. That's above like the margin of error.
Yeah, but 6%. Yeah, but 6% in Texas. I mean, we'll see what happens, but I know that there's a lot of people that are definitely inspired to go out and go vote. And we'll see what happens, because some of the stuff that's going to happen, if they're going to change anything or reverse it, and that's what I worry about in Texas, is let's say he does lose, and let's say it does end up being Beto and he changes a bunch of stuff, then it's going to end up being the exact same thing, where then like 5 years later, he's going to, somebody, or, you know, 4 years later, someone else is going to come in and reenact that stuff, and it's going to be this ping pong battle bullshit where they're just going to trade off like, well, I didn't like that, so I'm going to do this, and I didn't like that, so I'm going to do this. You know, like if you try to go in there and do the opposite of what Trump did with Obama stuff and try to tear stuff up, like it's not necessarily like the best way to go about doing it. I don't know.
Yeah, like in California, so we're like how they use like the law in Texas for like abortion.
Yeah,
Like
they're doing that
where
with
the-
guns, I think, was
Yeah,
it?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So like Gavin Newsom's like, okay, well, fuck, we'll take the exact same formula and we'll do that on guns.
Well, and that's what
Like-
I was explaining to someone about this law, Texas law, is it's like
The slippery slope.
a slippery slope, because now you're creating that to be, now that exists and it can be used against you for something that you a right that you feel like you should have. You could lose in the same token on the same thing because someone takes the same structure. That's why no one's done. That's why you shouldn't be allowed to do that structure in the first place. Now, and I'd say that California and Gavin Newsom's approach is a better use of it, and I definitely agree with it more. I don't think that, you know, doing it or implementing it in some spiteful way is necessarily the right way to go about doing it.
Yeah, but I mean, the Democrats need to become more ruthless.
Oh, no,
like,
definitely. No,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying, like, you know, for the sake of argument, there's other ways you can
No,
go about
I
doing
totally
it.
agree with you. But that's why we're losing like elections and shit. It's like because we're like, well, that doesn't feel right.
Dude, are you more? Are you?
And the
Are you?
Republicans are like, fuck you.
All right. Well, are you more afraid of Ron DeSantis now than you were before? Dude, Ron DeSantis is crazy now. Where he's trying to get everybody
He needs to lose some weight, dude.
where they're talking about how everyone needs to announce their political
right.
affiliation,
That's right.
like teachers, and everybody needs to like. It's like he wants to make it where you have to like register, like it's like knowledge, like what, like you're Republican, Democrat, Independent.
But don't say gay.
Yeah, no, that's dude, the hypocrisy is real, but
What the fuck is happening? Why? I don't think Ron DeSantis could beat a Democrat. I just don't think that's ever going to happen. But I also didn't think Trump would win. So, you know, here we are. Like, that's fucking crazy, dude.
I'm trying to find it. Let me see.
Is that the last article? Because my phone was like literally about to die.
Yeah. No, DeSantis, signed. Where is it? Signs bill requiring Florida students and professors to register their political views with the state. Universities may lose funding if staff and students believes. Well, I mean, I don't know if like they'll necessarily, but yeah, he wants them, like these professors, to register like their political views.
What the fuck is he talking about? I thought it was small government. I thought it was
No, and this is the whole thing. It's not small government. What it is they want the Fed to be essentially out of the picture, and they want their state governments to act as big government. So like that's why whenever people are like, oh well, I'm all about states' rights, it's like, well, your state can be overinflated. That's the reason why there's like a checks and balance. Like this, the Fed, like some of these things need to exist to keep states from being too extreme. And like what we're seeing him doing is like definitely extreme. Someone's probably going to try to shoot this down. I mean, I don't see how this will hold, but yeah, no, that's the thing.
But don't you think that is like
on July 6th?
A spot like where Democrats could like hit him, like if he does run, like it's like, listen, you motherfucker.
I hope Trump does run so him and Trump can just bash each other,
fuck each other up,
just bash each other. Because I mean,
who would win in a fight? Who would win in a fight?
DeSantis.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, come on, what are you talking about?
Who would win in a fight, me or DeSantis?
Probably. Oh, I don't. Yeah, probably you. You'd probably win.
I would work his fucking old ass. Shit, I don't know if we should be talking about beating up politicians, but
no, it's an MMA match.
Oh, that's right. Cage match. Well, that's why I feel comfortable about Joey Bagadonis, is because he actually like announces like UFC, and I'm calling him out to like a
dude. Joey Bagadonis would work you, dude. He's an animal. Yeah, dude.
We'll find out. We'll find out.
This summer, Atlantic City. No,
Atlantic City.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. No, I'm taking him downtown Philly if he wants to. I'm not going to
survival at the revival of Atlantic City.
What is
Trump Tower 2? Let's go. Trump Tower 2.
No, dude. We'll go downtown Philly and see what happens.
Yeah. Hosted by
he's not making it out of there.
But yeah, I mean, we'll see. Does Beto have a chance in Texas? I think he does. Is it like a long shot? Absolutely. Are there a lot of people?
I honestly did. I did until I looked into it, and now I'm like, this is fucked up. Like Greg, because Abbott shouldn't have any business being the governor, and the fact that he's like even like up a little bit, like, but more than a little bit, is like disturbing, dude. I'm like, okay, well,
there's a lot of disturbing things with some of these people that definitely should not have the positions. I know, but it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but like Trump was never like the front runner. Trump never won a popular election, right? Like the electoral college doesn't exist in Texas, but Abbott's still up 6%. It's like, dude, what does this dude have to do for y'all to like realize that Beto's a better candidate? It's like what else can go wrong?
Yeah, no, I know. That's doesn't make sense.
I know.
Some people like him. It's weird.
Asleep at the wheels.
And then third article, and this is actually like good. I enjoyed reading this one. It's from Time Magazine, and this one is the first company. Well, and they haven't like applied yet, but they're in the process of working on the application. They've been working on it for about 7 years. But a pharmaceutical company, HRA Pharma, is trying to file an application for over-the-counter, no prescription birth control pills. Something they've been working on for about 7 or 8 years. And yeah, they're trying to come up with something that can be sold over the counter without a prescription. I'm super pro this. So, I mean, what are your thoughts on it? What did you think of this article?
I was going to ask you, so apparently there's like a birth control pill for guys.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
But like nobody takes it or nobody even knows about it. And like, I don't understand how that's the case. Like, I feel like I should be taking it.
You definitely should be taking it.
No, definitely me for sure.
No,
but,
I mean,
I don't even know where to get it. Like, or what it like how what the whole thing like. Why isn't it like? I don't know. I just feel like there needs to be more publicity. Like the PR team for this like male-oriented abortion or not abortion pill, like birth control pill, needs to be like out there in the public.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. I think that, presenting all options, but this one, I mean, there's women who need the like rely on their birth control, rely on the
Well,
pill,
yeah,
or
like
like
yeah,
for other reasons than just not
yeah,
like for
yeah,
just
yeah,
not like preventative measure for not having kids.
yeah.
And then with
My girlfriend in eighth grade, you know her, um, Chanel, you know, um, uh, she would take the birth control pill, but it was like to regulate her menstrual cycle. I guess is that the right way to say it?
yeah, I mean, and yeah, I mean, there's like that's definitely a reason, and yeah, it
Yeah,
definitely it like can help regulate, and about. I'm not sitting here saying I'm an expert, but
yeah.
I
I'm
would
not
say
either,
that.
but I just
But
remember
this
that.
is like this is huge, and as as they start having debates about trying to take away different forms of contraceptives or preventative measures, so women can't have kids, or they can have some control over what they do whenever it comes to that. An over the counter pill would be great without prescription, because there's people that right now are having issues getting their prescriptions, kind of getting the runaround, having issues with refills, and so something like this is definitely a step in the right direction. So it is a little bit of hope, and the basically to apply for you to be able to get approved for like an over the counter for something like that, there has to be a pretty good chunk of research done, and it can't be what's it like for having any issues, like, so they basically have to do quality control and make sure there's nothing like too drastic, or there's too many side effects, or like blood clots or anything like that, which is kind of what they're going through. But they've been working on this application for about 7 or 8 years, and they feel like they're about to do it. It's called Opill. Opill is the name of it. So I'm pro this.
Yeah, for sure. So am I, of course.
Over the counter, like that's a good like rebuttal, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, what I was just thinking about was this might be controversial. It's like
Oh, here we go.
guys got to wear condoms. So maybe it's not as unfair as I thought for women to have to take birth control.
What do you mean? No,
Or the like the dental dam or whatever the
that's a
fuck it's
whole
called.
the Seinfeld.
I've
There's like a
never,
Seinfeld episode
yeah, I've
about
never
that.
seen that.
I
Like,
don't think those exist anymore. I don't even know.
as they should not.
Yeah, probably.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I mean, I think that them having a say, and it just being over the counter, that's a big step. So no prescription, that would be
Yeah,
big.
yeah,
That's a
yeah,
good.
yeah.
That's a good way for
One
people.
hundred percent. Like, I mean, like it. Okay, I just, like I know like activists and women for sure have known this. Like, it's like it's an unfair ball game where it's like you can get pregnant and guys can't, and then the fact that it's like five guys and one crazy ass woman on the Supreme Court who like overturned Roe v. Wade. It's like you fucking like you idiots. Like it's not okay like to just like disenfranchise half of the population. And like it's just it's so unacceptable. Like
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, it's very frustrating. I can only imagine how frustrating it is. But I saw this article,
nah.
and I was pretty stoked, and I was like, that's really cool. That's something that could be that I'm definitely stoked on. Do you want to do a little? I mean, I guess there's so we got the. I wanted to chat a little bit. We got a little bit of stuff. We have another hearing tomorrow for January 6th for Cipollone.
It's gonna be lit.
Yeah, we'll see if we see some clips of this head of White House counsel who testified behind closed doors for like 8 hours or some shit like that on Friday.
Bannon's gonna testify.
Yeah, I don't think that
allegedly.
I don't think they're gonna let Bannon. Dude, you're getting attacked by this dog. But Bannon's, dude, this is hilarious. But yeah, Bannon's definitely. I don't think he's actually going to testify. He wants to do it in public. No,
Yeah, he wants to.
he doesn't want doesn't want to be deposed before like everyone else. I think he's just going to get up there and say some wild, crazy shit. He got subpoenaed for this forever ago, and he refused. And so next week, the Department of Justice has a contempt criminal case that starts against him next week. So basically, he was trying to say, "Oh, I'll cooperate and I'll testify to make the contempt," because he was charged with contempt for not wanting to go and testify originally. So he's trying to do this to avoid having that happen, and it doesn't look like the Department of Justice released a statement saying they don't really give a shit. So he's pretty much fucked either way, and they're gonna go proceed with the case. Man, that dog was fucking you up. That's hilarious.
Shut up.
But so we'll see what happens, but definitely tune into that. I think this is the only one. I don't think they let Bannon do it. And there's another girl who was in the White House administration that's supposed to testify tomorrow. So we'll probably see some.
She's like the deputy White House like communications director.
Yeah, so I think we'll see some Cipollone clips, and then I think we'll see a little bit, and we'll see her testify.
Cipollone's kind of a bitch. Like even though they keep saying like he was like trying to talk him out of like shit. It's like, but I watched him in the fucking impeachment trial, like, and he was like trying to defend Trump, and it's like, no, bro, no.
Yeah, no, he's definitely. But I think that some of them see the writing on the wall, and that if they don't step up and say their part and try to like and like make show that they're making an effort. Damn, dude, jeez, you're getting torn up.
Okay, we gotta go. Dude.
Yeah, and yeah, you know what? You guys have a good, safe week. Mr. Goody's getting attacked by his dog. This is fucking hilarious. If you'd only listen, you need to go check out this video.
YouTube, Facebook, Twitch.
And yeah, just keep an eye out, pay attention to that. Be nice to everybody, be positive. Y'all just this is awesome. Y'all just have a good, safe week. We'll be back next week with another episode and maybe a guest. Y'all be good, and like always, go fuck yourselves. This is awesome.